You weren't bad at money, you were lied to. From the moment you walked into a classroom, the system started feeding you a set of rules that were designed to keep you working forever. Schools taught you 7 things about money that are scientifically wrong, and they're the primary reason why so many people are still broke at 30. Today, I'm going to expose all 7, and you need to watch until the end, because lie number 6 cost me $42,000 personally. Before we dive in, why should you listen to me? I've spent the last decade unlearning everything the system taught us. I've been in the trenches of the financial world, and I've seen exactly how the game is rigged. I've managed millions in assets and helped thousands of people escape the save and wait trap. This isn't just theory, it's cold, hard math that the education system simply ignores because it's not profitable for them to teach it. The system is designed to create obedient employees, not owners. It was built during the Industrial Revolution to staff factories, not to build wealth. They taught you how to follow a schedule, not how to build a portfolio. Let's get into it. Lie number 1, just save your money. In school, we were told to put money in a savings account, collect a tiny bit of interest, and wait. But here's the truth. In the modern economy, saving is losing. If your bank gives you 0.1% interest and inflation is at 7%, you're losing 6.9% of your purchasing power every single year. You are literally working hard for money that is melting in your hand. Inflation is a hidden tax on the poor and the middle class. Wealthy people don't save money, they acquire assets that produce cash flow and appreciate faster than the currency devalues. They want you holding the cash while they hold the assets. Saving worked for our grandparents because interest rates were 15%. Today, it's a trap. You're storing your life's energy in a bucket with a giant hole in the bottom. You must learn to invest to stay ahead. Lie number 2, get a good job and climb the corporate ladder. This is the ultimate employee programming. Schools train you to be the best worker, but they don't train you to be the owner of the ladder. Your job is your income, but your assets are your freedom. If you only trade your time for money, you have a hard ceiling on how much you can ever earn. You are limited by the 24 hours in a day. The wealthy focus on building things that pay them while they sleep. If you're not earning while you're asleep, you will work until you die. Ownership is the only path to true wealth because assets don't get tired and they don't take holidays. Even worse, high-income jobs are the most heavily taxed form of income on the planet. Business owners and investors play by a completely different set of rules that allow them to keep more of what they earn. The ladder is rigged against the climber. Lie number 3, all debt is bad. This is one of the most damaging lies because it keeps you from using the world's greatest wealth-building tool. Most people are taught to fear debt, which keeps them small. There is a massive difference between consumer debt, like high-interest credit cards for things that lose value, and strategic debt used to buy income-producing assets. One makes you a slave, the other makes you a master. Real estate investors use debt to scale. Corporations use debt to grow. If you're afraid of all debt, you're missing out on the ability to use other people's money to get rich. Debt is a double-edged sword. You just have to learn how to swing it. The truth, master the math of debt. Leverage allows you to control more assets with less of your own money, accelerating your compounding by 5 or 10 times. That is how the wealthy stay wealthy while everyone else plays safe. Lie number 4, the stock market is just gambling. Schools make the market sound like a casino, which keeps people out of the best wealth-building machine ever created. They want you scared of the market so you stay in the bank. Over 100 years of data shows the market is a wealth-building machine. It's not gambling, it's participating in the collective productivity and innovation of the entire world. It's betting on human progress. Einstein called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. Index funds allow you to own the top companies and let that compounding work for you 24/7. You don't need to be a genius, you just need to be patient. The truth, stocks are a proven path to wealth if you understand the time horizon. Stop guessing, stop listening to the sensationalist news, and just start indexing. Time is your greatest asset, and the earlier you start, the faster you win. Lie number 5, you need to budget every single penny. This sounds responsible, but in reality, it's a recipe for burnout and failure. Most people start a budget and quit within a month because it's exhausting. Most people fail at budgeting because it requires constant willpower, and willpower is a finite resource that runs out after a long day at work. You shouldn't have to fight yourself every time you buy a coffee. The secret isn't budgeting, it's automation. Pay yourself first. Set up your investments to happen automatically the second your paycheck hits your account. If the money is gone before you can see it, you can't spend it incorrectly. Once your investments are out, you can spend the rest guilt-free. That's how you live a rich life today while building a wealthy life for tomorrow. Systems beat willpower every single time. Stop counting pennies and start building systems. Now for the big one that cost me $42,000. Lie number 6, buy a house as soon as possible. It's your best investment. This is the cornerstone of the middle-class trap. In 2018, I followed this school-taught advice. I bought a house I couldn't really afford because I believed renting is throwing money away. I thought I was making a smart investment move. I was wrong. I didn't account for the $15,000 roof repair that hit in year 2, the property taxes that kept rising, or the opportunity cost of having all my cash locked in bricks and mortar. It was a massive liability, not an asset. When a better career opportunity came up in a different state, I had to sell. Between the agent fees, the repairs, and a slight market dip, I walked away with $42,000 less than I started with. That was my expensive lesson. A primary residence is often a liability that masquerades as an asset. It drains your cash flow instead of adding to it. Renting isn't throwing money away, it's buying flexibility and passing the maintenance risk to someone else. If you can invest the difference between rent and a mortgage into the market, you often come out way ahead over the long term. Buy a house when it fits your lifestyle, not because you think it's a guaranteed path to wealth. Finally, lie number 7, money won't make you happy. This is a half-truth used to keep people complacent and accepting of their struggle. It's a way to romanticize poverty while ignoring the stress of it. Studies show that up to about $75,000, money directly increases happiness by removing the soul-crushing stress of survival. It buys you peace, security, and the ability to sleep at night. That's worth a lot. Beyond that, money buys you something more important than any luxury item. It buys you freedom, the freedom to choose how you spend your one and only life. It makes you a time billionaire, and that is the ultimate wealth. The truth, money is a tool for freedom. It may not buy happiness directly, but it buys choices. And having choices is the foundation of a life of meaning instead of a life of obligation. Stop letting people tell you otherwise. So, how do you undo all 7 lies? You need a simple system that removes emotion, ego, and human error from the equation. I've boiled it down to one page that anyone can follow. It's the system I use today. Step 1. Set up automatic transfers to your investments the day you get paid. If you never see the money, you never have the chance to spend it. It's the ultimate wealth hack because it removes the need for willpower entirely. Step 2. Put that money into low-cost index funds. Stop trying to find the next big stock or time the market. Just own the top 500 companies and let them work for you while you live your life. It's boring, but it works. Step 3. Focus on increasing your value to the world. Your greatest asset isn't your portfolio, it's your ability to earn more. Learn high-value skills, solve bigger problems, and invest the surplus. That's the real engine of growth. If you're ready to stop being lied to and start building real wealth, hit that subscribe button. We're building a community of people who understand the math, the mindset, and the mechanics of freedom. And if you want to know the truth about credit scores and why they're not what you think, watch this video next. I'll see you in the next one. Let's get to work.